comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. Last night was so fucked. So I had to catch the bus out to the airport at 4 a.m. yesterday. Or fucking today. So I was like, I'll time it so I get there at 3 a.m. That gives me an hour to fuck around. I can get a chicken kebab. I can fucking do whatever. Plus, I didn't want to miss this fucking bus because that is the only bus going out there. So anyway, I fucking get to the bus station and I'm like, sweet, I've got an hour to kill. What am I going to do? I'll just quickly buy the bus ticket. So I go and buy the bus ticket and I look down at the screen and instead of it being 3 a.m., it said 2 a.m. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Have I completely fucked up the times or something? Like, what the fuck is going on? Where did that hour go? Where did it go? So I look at the clock on my phone and that's at 2 o'clock as well. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I realize fucking daylight savings finished. On my way to the bus stop, the fucking clocks went back an hour. So now I'm at the fucking bus stop 2 hours early at fucking 2 a.m. and I've got to fuck around till 4 a.m. And there's only so much you can do at a bus stop for 2 hours at fucking 2 a.m. And it's really 3 a.m. so you're fucking exhausted. By the time the fucking bus turned up, I was completely cooked. It's like 5 a.m. I haven't slept. I'm on the bus. I'm cooked. I can't fall asleep either because it's so fucking uncomfortable. Get to the airport. Can't sleep there because the flight's about to take off in half an hour. Get on the plane and I blink and I'm out cold. Next thing I know, I'm in fucking Sydney. Waking up, I am so fucking exhausted. I can barely string a fucking thought together. And then I just got home and I basically slept all day today. I couldn't fucking do shit today. So now I've slept all day and I'm jacked up on teas to do the podcast and it's going to be a long fucking night. I can tell you that right now. This is what happens when you try and save like $18 on a flight. That was the price difference to go a little bit later at a more reasonable hour. But I refuse to hand my money over to the corporations. I would rather be exhausted all day, sleep all day, not be able to do anything with my kids today because I'm too fucking exhausted because I won't hand over that fucking $18. I need that $18 because you cunts are fucking me on the Patreon. There's decliners coming out my ass. There's fucking people bailing. The Patreon's gone from like 220 people to 191 people in like the last 3 months. And I know I don't put anything on Patreon. But I do fucking provide a service, a free service. I thought together we could break the capitalist system. You support the podcast even though it's free. That's how you beat the capitalist pigs. You pay for something you find value in, even though you don't have to. But it turns out cunts don't want to do that. People want something for their money. Can you believe that shit? Most people don't just want to go out there and buy Boyle a pint out of the goodness of their hearts. They need incentive to hang around. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to start putting content on the Patreon. Maybe another fucking episode a week. Maybe a filmed episode. Something like that. Because if I keep losing you cunts on the Patreon at the rate I've been losing you, the Boyle will be looking at fucking finding a seat in a crane somewhere. And I do not want to do that. That would be the ultimate reality check. Back in a crane. I wouldn't go back into a crane. I'll just do some fucking shit-kicking job. I don't even want to do that. I need to fucking work on this Patreon. This Patreon really needs to start fucking firing back up. Can you imagine me going back onto the building sites? Me, Le Boyle. I don't belong. I don't even have any high-vis shirts anymore. I threw them all out. I was like, that's the end for me. This either works out or it doesn't. I'm homeless. I burnt all my fucking high-vis shirts, all my fluorescent fucking oranges and yellows. I might have to dust off me old fucking forklift license as well. In fairness, it was a pretty bold idea to try and get away with not doing any extra work for the Patreon. But you're forcing my hand now. I've got to fucking do something. I've got to stop the bleeding. 15 declines this week as well. Is this because you're all alcoholics? Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to work harder on getting you cunts actually off the fucking booze and into some fucking steady employment so you can afford the fucking Patreon. It's on me. I'm not doing a good enough job helping you cunts get off the piss and into some fucking good work. Remember how I've always been like, quit your job? Don't quit your job anymore. Get a better job. Work harder. That's what you need to be doing. Or do this. One listener, this is what he did. He quit drinking and he said to himself, if he starts drinking again, he'll join the Patreon as a punishment. That's a good fucking plan. That's what you all should be doing. You should be like, all right, I'm going to quit drinking for 3 months. And if I drink any time in that 3 months, I'm going to join fucking Boyle's rich cunt level of Patreon for 9 months. Anyway, you cunts are making me work harder. I thought I could just coast through. Turns out capitalism runs a little bit deeper than people think. Anyway, that'll do for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, join the Patreon. How about that? Join the fucking Patreon and buy some tickets to my show. My Melbourne International Comedy Festival show and my Sydney Festival show. This podcast is more popular in the US and the UK, but still, there's enough of you listeners to sell out these shows, but for some fucking reason you've disappeared. So it's going to be like me fucking performing to 4 diehards. Which I'm fine. 4 is my bread and butter. But if you're in Melbourne and you're in Sydney, tell your friends to come to the fucking show. Buy some tickets to the show. It's all on my website. I'll see you at the shows and I'll see you the fuck later.